Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasha'Allah. Koholoimla, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rchacha Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. And just want to say the water toward the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. Hanan Awaf is coming at you with another quick lesson. It's going to be a quick one now. This short right here, it says Alexa smarter than Christians, and in reality, I would have to I would have to go with yes on this. But now there was something that Alexa said when a certain question was asked that's actually off, but we don't trip on it. You know what I'm saying? And it's got to do with the Shabbat. But let's get the little short real quick. Let's see what Alexa has to say.
Alexa, what color was Jesus?
The physical characteristics and appearance of Jesus are unknown. Though he is depicted as a white man by many sources, given the region of the world in which he lived and the population of the time, it is more likely that he had dark skin.
Hey, Alexa.
Okay, so they got that one right. And this thing is starting to come out, man, you know, and all it takes is some research. But you know what is really Yahweh Bashim Yahushai really, you know, visiting the world which he made, man. Hey, he's starting to come through and show who we are as a people, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, starting to show the world that we are the Hebrew Israelites, man. And these elite, man, they fucking scared as shit. Scriptures talks about that. Hey, they shitting bricks right now. So lock you for the language, but hey, these things are starting to come out and they can't stop it, man. They cannot contain it, man. This internet done them all kinds of dirty. But let's get some more.
Is Christmas a pagan holiday?
Christmas was not always an important holiday for Christians, but it adopted some symbols from pagan traditions, including lights and celebrating with the feast.
She knows more than most Christians. Hey, Alexa, what day is the Sabbath in the Bible?
Okay, so now this is where Alexa gets it wrong. But by a Gregorian calendar, or if you were to go with, you know, the way that the people over in the land keep it right now, then she would be right. But that's not the way that it goes. But let's get it.
Shabbat is observed from a few minutes before sunset on Friday evening.
Hey, Alexa.
Okay, so see, that's the point that I wanted to get. It's not Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, and the Shabbat goes by the new moon. And the Shabbat is, you know, Sabbath in the Hebrew tongue, but the Sabbath is by the new moon. It's not Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, because what you will see is you won't find the word Friday or Saturday in the Bible. They didn't have Friday or Saturday in the Old Testament. So it only makes sense that, you know, this is something that's made up by the so-called white man to go along with their so-called white Jesus and to go along with their white Christmas and all the holidays and everything that they done whitewashed and came up with. So, because see, like right now, where I'm at in about an hour, about a little less than an hour, we're going into the Shabbat. And it's Wednesday sundown to Thursday sundown. Now, what's interesting about this new moon is it's landing again tomorrow. So we're ending out the month from last month, and I don't want to mix nobody up, so pay attention to what I'm saying. The new moon landed 3 weeks ago, or this is the 4 weeks ago, basically on Wednesday evening, and it lasted to Thursday evening. You see what I'm saying? So now we have to end out this month with this last week. Tomorrow, it will, you know, it comes in again. So it's Thursday sundown to Friday sundown, if you get what I'm saying. So it's a 48-hour Sabbath. Now, that may not seem important to a lot of camps, but we find it to be very important, man. I mean, you know, at least I do. I think, you know, the scriptures do say, hey, if you're going to do something, man, just you want to do it with all your might for the Lord, roughly paraphrasing. So why not keep the Shabbat the way that it's supposed to be kept if you can keep it that way? Because now, see, it's 48 hours for the new moon as far as the way that GMS keeps it, as far as this month. The month is ending out. We have to end out the month with the Wednesday to Thursday sundown. Now the new moon is about to start again, Thursday sundown to Friday sundown. And like I said again, I hope I'm not confusing anyone, because, you know, a lot of newcomers, when they come into this truth, it's confusing to them about the new moon Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? But it's really very simple. The new moon, there's no such thing as Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday in the Bible. You have to get rid of those days. You got to get rid of this Western thought. Think back to the ancient of days when the new moon came in, and you can Google a new moon calendar cycle. And matter of fact, you know what? Let me work with it. Let's see if we can find one. Let's go to a calendar showing the new the moon phase, because that word moon goes off into the word month comes from the word moon. Like I said again, there's no such thing as Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday in the scriptures, man. So you gotta let's see. Let me just put in moon phase. Maybe we can get a and see, as you can see it here, it's just perfect right here. Here you go right here. This is a great one right here. And as you can see, as it goes through on the very first night of it, basically it will be dark. You know, and then it goes into what you see, that little crescent, and then it goes into the half. Then you got a third, or like a third of it is full. Then within, you know what I'm saying? You got a full one, and then it reverses. It goes back into that cycle, and it continues. And then, you know, as you know, that's just the way that it lands. That's the way that the Lord. That's the calendar that the Lord gave the Hebrew Israelites. He didn't give us this Saturday Friday sundown to Saturday sundown thing, because it don't land like that. Now, if you celebrate it that way, we're not tripping on it. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the accurate way to keep it. You know, we like to let our people know. And if you can help it, I mean, hey, why not keep it the right way once you learn? Why would you try and keep it like the very people that hid your identity, that's got your identity and hiding your culture from you? Why would you try and follow them? Leave they shit alone. You see what I'm saying? But like I said again, let me get this one quick script real quick. Because, I mean, you know, we're practicing the righteous act, so don't trip on it. Let me see. How's it worded? Yeah. Spelled that wrong in the mug there. Well, let's try it like this. Oh no, it's not there. It's in the new moon here somewhere here. New Testament, Salakia. Salaki, it was Colossians 2:16, and it reads, let no man therefore judge you in meat or in drink or in the respect of an holiday or of the new moon or of the Sabbath days, which are a shadow of things to come, but the body is of Yahushua. So that's why I'm saying we're not, you know, we can't trip on it. You know, we're not saying, hey, if you're observing it on a Friday to Saturday sundown, that's up to you. Hey, perfectly fine here. You know, because like I said, we're practicing the righteous acts. And, you know, we're trying to keep it to the best of our ability, the closest that we know how to. But it's definitely on the new moon. And if you know, you respect it and you want to do it that way, then I would do it that way. Because, see, I just look at it like this 48, because I call it the 48-hour Sabbath, because it happens every other month. It happens, actually. It's most of the time it's a day skip in between. But sometimes it lands where it's actually flowing all the way through for 48 hours. Because you got to end out the last month, and now you're starting a new month. And it comes in again. And like I said, again, I hope I'm not confusing anyone. Because it can be a little bit confusing, you know, when you really first come into this thing. But once you understand it, you'll see what's going on. But now you will have to see this significant difference between somebody keeping it from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, as opposed to somebody keeping it the real way in his 48 hours. Because the Lord, he's going to look at that. He sees the you know, the heartfelt effort that you're trying to put into it. Because the person that's doing it on Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, they're going to miss a day. You see what I'm saying? But in the meanwhile, we have 48 hours to not buy or sell. So think about the significance in that. Think about how important that is. Think about how the Lord would look at that, your effort in that, man. That's the way that I see it. Me speaking as a man, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, again, as you can clearly see, that scripture says, let no man therefore judge you in meat or in drink or in respect of an holiday or in the new moon or in the Sabbath days, which are a shadow of things to come, but the body is of Yahushua. Now, when it goes off into that meat now, don't think that you can just eat a damn pork chop sandwich, man. That meats is going into lawful meats. It's not no shrimp, crab, lobster. You eat no damn gorilla sandwich. You got a camel bologna sandwich or some shit. No, it's not that, man. The meats that's being spoken of in this particular scripture, it goes off into lawful meats. So remember that as well. But anyway, I just wanted to touch on that. And it's crazy that Alexa do know more than Christians. So with that, shalom.